So you must get a lot of people that are interested in moving over here long term, right? What advice would you have for them? Like, what kinds of things come up like very often? You know, if someone said to you, I'm thinking about moving to Thailand or to Bangkok, what do you think I should do? What are the first steps?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I decided this year I kind of to change things up a little. I started a second YouTube channel just all about relocation to Thailand. So I find myself thinking about
What's
these
it called?
Things. Just RW4U, RW4U.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to link all this stuff down below. So,
and it's just talking about things about moving to Thailand. I would say the first thing, it would depend who they are. So if there's someone who has been here for, you know, someone like me who's maybe been here on several vacations, but maybe always goes to the same place, and maybe you're here for 2 weeks at a time, I would say come over and do an exploration trip where you go to some of the different places, do a bit of research, hone in on what sort of vibes and place you're looking for, you know, mountains, city, beaches. I guess I'd start there. And if you're like, I can't even choose between those. I kind of love mountains. I like cities and I like beaches.
And even within those, there's so many like because like, let's talk about beaches. You've got Phuket, you've got Samui, you've got like Koh Chang. And those three are very different.
Very different. So that's where I'd say come on an exploration trip. And if you're thinking of moving here, I guess now you got, if you're thinking of moving here with a completely blank slate, open book, and you have some time and the ability to move wherever you want, like you're not moving for a job or for a school or for something like this, I'd say come for at least a month, more if you can, a couple of months, and go spend a week in your top 5 kind of places that you think you might want to live and see what it's like, you know. And then whittle it down from there. You know, if it's beaches you're looking for, spend some time in Phuket, then Samui, very different. Go up to Koh Chang, you know, like you're saying, maybe even Koh Phangan, but spend some time, explore.
Yeah, I'm sure you get messages like this, but sometimes I get a message that's like, hey, Eric, just had a question about this. I plan on moving to Thailand this year. I'm going to be living in Pattaya, and I'm going to do this, this, and this. And they have all this stuff planned out. And then I asked them, have you been to Thailand before? No, but I've been watching a lot of videos online. I'm like, well, maybe you should come here and check out Pattaya, check out these other places before you decide to, you know, change your whole life to move over here.
Yeah, which is great advice because, you know, it's and for me it's similar. I've been through this myself. Like Koh Samui, I just came to the same place time and again, and I'm actually moving there this year. I still love it. But what I realized when I came to Bangkok, which I always skipped, is I fucking love Bangkok. And then I go up to Chiang Mai. I'm like, this is an amazing place on so many levels. And I could see myself, if I didn't have such deep kind of roots with friends and stuff in Samui, I could have seen living in either Bangkok or Chiang Mai would be the other 2 places for me, you know?
Okay. Yeah. So that's good advice for people thinking about moving here. Now, I have a friend who's visiting Thailand for the first time next month. He's coming for like 2 to 3 weeks. So let's say someone's seen your videos or they have an interest in visiting Thailand, but they've never been. They're just coming for a holiday for a few weeks. Can you give like 3 destinations that they should check out on their first trip?
3 destinations. When are they coming?
He's coming February.
February. Yeah, that's like, because the reason I asked that, Chiang Mai is so season dependent. February is like right touch and go. Burning season's going to start sometime late February. But Chiang Mai, I think, is worth a visit. You know, Bangkok's worth a visit for sure. There's some fun times here. I personally love Samui, but I would also... I love a place like Railay Beach. You know, I love that place. I call it the cottage. We have cottage country in Canada. For me, Railay Beach is cottage country in Thailand. Old school Thai vibes completely.
Yeah. That's actually where I brought my parents.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It was a little rough because, you have to get in a boat to get there. You can't, I mean, it's one of the most beautiful beaches probably in the world, forget Thailand. And, but to get there, you can't just walk. You have to get into a boat, and we had to get one of those, the long tail boats. And
Yeah.
I forget, I'm here and I'm used to it, but my 60-year-old parents, this is so, weird for them.
Oh yeah, last year I took my 80-year-old parents
Wow.
there, and they were same deal. They're like, we got to get on that boat. I'm like, yeah, let me help you up, Mom. But they loved it. I took them to Noon's Bar. It was an experience for them. And then if he's into like getting somewhere a little deeper into nature, like and down towards Raleigh, Khao National Park is epic place.
Oh, I haven't
man.
made it there yet.
Yeah, epic.
Because
place.
it's pretty seasonal because it's a rainforest, right?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say it's seasonal. I've been there in all seasons. It can get hot during hot season, but yeah, it's gorgeous.
Okay. How many people do you think have moved to Thailand specifically because of you? You ever think about that?
I do, because it's one of my favorite things that has resulted in doing this. Everything's been a surprise. You start putting videos on YouTube, you don't know that anyone's going to watch. And when people start watching, that's a surprise. When people start coming up to you and saying, I moved here because of your videos, that's a surprise. And that's happened like a fair amount. So how many? I don't know. If I was guessing, at least a couple hundred.
Wow.
I was
That's
walking
cool.
in front of my favorite bar in Koh Samui about a year and a half ago. I get down there. There's a guy walking on the beachfront right along the shore in front of the bar called Lost Bar. Shout out Simon. And this guy looks over and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. I'm like, why? He's like, my name's Sean. I just sold everything and moved here, and I came to this beach and this bar because I saw it in your videos, and I thought I thought this would be the best neighborhood. And I'm like, whoa, that was one of the first times that someone had done. We ended up partying all night, hanging out till 3 a.m., just laughing our asses off. And since then, there's been a few people say that, which is amazing. If I can, and at first I was nervous. I was always nervous, because I'm like, oh shit, did I ruin their life, or did I,
He says, I moved here because of you, and I regret it. I'm going back home.
Yeah, well, they'd always say, I moved here because of you. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I'd always ask, like, well, are you happy? Oh yeah, like, it's the best thing I've ever done. I'm like, ooh, all right, cool. Like, this is good.
If you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.